What's going on, guys? It's J3 here, Terror back for another video. So, I already have had these units for a minute. I'm gonna just say that right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all's face. A lot of people would be like, oh, I just got done grinding. No, I just been sitting on these units for a minute. Pause. I got Maki. I don't have her, familiar, Memoria, whatever it is. I got Denji fully maxed out. I got him full Z+. I didn't know if he was gonna be good. Low-key, I'm waiting for the next, Vanguard unit to drop, because the Vanguard unit that dropped was Alucard. I mean, no hate towards him. He's probably like a great unit, but I just spent like the majority of my rerolls rolling on Denji. It took me like 700 rerolls to get him. So today, yeah, I'm just gonna show off Denji, considering I think he is better. I 100% think that he is better than Alucard. Now, some of you are like, oh, I think Alucard's better. In my personal opinion, I think they just nerfed Denji though, unfortunately. But Denji is insane. If we compare Denji's DPS to Escanor's DPS, and Escanor has been buffed by Rukia. So yeah. So I just place him down. I'll put him down here. I'll fully upgrade him. So without any buffs at all, this is base Denji, right? 1.06 million, and this is with Z+. I didn't get him godly stats, but I mean, it's a 22.5% damage, 11.4 SPA, and a 10.9% range, so it's almost godly. And then if we just do this, each one of these has 3 placements, so each one of these gives 30% more damage. So boom, already at 2.12 mil. Let me make sure I just have all of them down. And then of course I will place her. So boom, that's another 10%. So 2.21 mil. And then obviously she's getting buffed because of one of her passes. I can't remember. But yeah, Makima is very good. But Denji is just insane. Like, his DPS is already rivaling Escanor's. Like, I think Escanor has like 376k. But if we just skip some waves here, like just skip a ton of waves and then watch his motion, that motion meter go up, he just starts doing crazy things. And then obviously I gave him a familiar. I gave him a 2020 chopper familiar. This one just gives plus 18% damage and then plus almost 12% range. I wanted to give him damage, and then obviously he now applies rupture on his attacks, which is really good. And then obviously I have his Memoria, so he does 30% more damage when doing a follow-up, which is really good because he's paired with Makima, and Makima makes him do a follow-up. I forgot which passive it is, but yeah. Denji is just insane. He pretty much bleeds, and then when they bleed, they take more damage, right? And then once his meter goes up to 100, he gets a 100% boost. And the meter drains at 1%, but you're pretty much gonna have max out meter no matter what, because once it reaches 100%, it's almost impossible to reach to 0. And then one true love with this unit is chained by Demon Leader when attacking a wounded enemy, also follow up with 30%. So not only is he doing wounded, but because of my familiar, he's also doing rupture and bleed. So my Denji might be a little bit stronger than everyone else's, but as we're about to find out, he's about to be doing some crazy damage. 3.2 mil, and he's gaining. He is gaining damage by the second. Because every single time it goes down, he gains something. I forgot. I'm not going to read all this. If you want to read it, you can pause and read. But every single time his meter goes down by 1, he gains 1% damage. I think up to 50% or 100%. I don't know. Oh yeah, hopefully this video looks smooth. My Roblox is at, I think, running like, yeah, as you can see at the bottom right, I'm running like 140 frames. I got a new monitor. My new monitor is like 180 hertz. So I just figured out that Roblox lets you uncap it. So hopefully this looks more smooth. But look at his damage. His DPS, by the way, his DPS is going to reach like 600k. And his Memoria stats are like only Z. I don't even have a Z plus stats for his Memoria or anything. So this is like bottom of the barrel. Then I also have Contagious. So his Memoria is not getting buffed at all. But I mean, he is getting buffed by the Familiar, which is giving him 18% more damage. But As you can see, his DPS is at 600,000. And this is an optimal team. This is a team that you could actually bring, and this is a team that you could actually run in a real stage. I will say though, I think having Makima is better, but if you don't have Makima, you could replace her with Rukia, because it would give him more damage and range. Let's see. He is maxed out 4.13 million damage every 6.4 seconds with 63 range. He's full AoE. So he's doing bleed, wounded, and on top of that, because of the familiar, he's also applying rupture. So my Denji is literally just like the greatest in the entire game. He might as well just be better than Alucard, because Alucard, the reason why people are like, oh, Alucard is better because Alucard, I think Alucard inflicts rupture. Well, if you just have this Doctor Familiar, I think it's Corruption 2, yeah, it's Corruption 2, he now applies rupture on every single one of his attacks, or every 6.4 seconds, he's applying rupture. So if I spawn in, let me do a boss, and let me do health multiplier by 100. I'll spawn in, who's like a decent boss? I'll just do Pink Villain. Oh, that's way too much health. That is way too much health. But as you can see, he's doing bleed, he's doing rupture, and he's doing wounded. So, I mean, yeah. Low-key, I want to see what she's looking like too. This is without Monarch. I mean, yeah, 450k every 8 seconds without Monarch. And, oh, let me place it back down. It's my fault. Yeah. I mean, he's not even moving. I don't know why. I don't know if he's bugged, but bro's just not moving. But yeah, I mean, Denji's just absolutely insane. 4.13 mil. He applies rupture, bleed, and wounded. I'm pretty sure it is. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, wounded. So he's bleeding. He's wounding them. And then on top of that, because of my Tony Chopper, he's also inflicting rupture, which prevents enemies from regenerating permanently. So this boss can't regenerate ever again, ever. So I mean, my Denji might be better than some people's, but just to show y'all how crazy this is, I'm gonna go hop over into one of the game modes that used to haunt me back in the day, which was Dungeons. Now, if you were here for my first ever Vanguard, or my first ever Vanguard's video, it was the Sung Jin Woo Vanguard unit, which is my first ever Vanguard unit, my first ever video on Vanguard, which is ironic. But you had to do 50 of those dungeons, and to me, it was very difficult. So I'm gonna go over to dungeons, and I'm going to show y'all just how easy. I think I'm gonna switch up this team a little bit. I'm going to probably bring 2 farms, and I'm not even gonna bring these characters to buff them. I'm just gonna bring an optimal team, so I'll see y'all over there. This right here is the game mode that used to haunt me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Exterminator, because this is what you would normally run when doing this. This is the game mode that used to haunt me right here. I'll never forget, I had Sung Jin Woo right over here. I had one Goku here, one Goku here. I think one Goku also here or something. I don't even know. The setup, I don't even know how I was beating this. Like, this stage was like impossible back then. But now I have, like, I don't know, the best units in the game. Like, I don't think there's a single unit that I don't have that's OP. Okay, it is now wave 13. And as you can see, this is an optimal team. This isn't me buffing Denji. This is just him in his element. It's wave 13, right? I have selected some buffs. As you can see, his SPA is a little bit lower and his range is a little bit higher. But he's dealing 880,000 DPS or 5.38 million damage every 6.1 seconds. And of course, I could have made this crazier, but I was also choosing the bad ones because I wanted to show off just how good Denji is. He covers the majority of this area. I mean, you also have her, which I'm gonna upgrade her and show the difference, I guess, because they're both full AoE. She does tons of stuff though, compared to Denji. She does tons of stuff. Her full AoE, I think, is smaller though, but I think she doesn't lose her full AoE all the way up until this second to last upgrade. So her range and damage just keeps going up. I mean, Denji's just so good too, though. I mean, if you imagine though, like if I had, instead of these characters that don't even buff Denji, if I just had characters that all just buff Denji, he would be dealing like, I don't know, 7 million damage. It wouldn't even be close. But I think even if I get her all the way up to this, I think she's still going to have less range and higher SPA than Denji with lower damage. And that's not me saying, oh, Rukia is terrible, because running Rukia with Escanor makes Escanor deal like almost 3 million damage. So, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I think Denji has got to be number 1 in DPS and just the greatest unit in this entire game. He has to be the greatest unit in the entire game. Like, he's got to be. I mean, if you buff him with the other units, but the other units aren't hard to get, and you have to keep them 3 placement, which is not bad, because they're cheap placements, obviously besides Makima, but by the time you place on every other unit, Makima is going to be free. So, I mean, honestly, yes, they are comparable. I think she's still going to do less damage than Denji. She's definitely going to have less range. So, I'll wait and see. I'll just buff them because it doesn't matter. So, yeah, on this upgrade, 4.7 mil every 7.1 seconds, while Denji's doing almost 5.4 million every 5.8 seconds with 76 range. And on top of that, he's doing Rupture, right? He's doing Bleed, and he's doing Wounded. And if I had Makima, he would follow up with 30% of 6 million damage almost, which is a lot of damage. So, me personally, some people are going to say Alucard, right? Because Alucard dropped and he looks very good, but I'm low-key saving my rerolls considering I think I'm waiting for Ichigo to get his Vanguard, if they're still doing that. I don't know if they're still doing that, but I think update 11 might be Ichigo. I could be wrong, but we'll see once we eventually start getting sneaked, because, you know, this game updates every 4 years. But, yeah. This is Denji now completely. I could just remove every other unit, and he would just completely solo. Matter of fact, I'll just remove every single unit. Like, he's just going to solo. He's just going to solo now. There's not a single unit that is getting anywhere near his range. Look, I'm getting buffed now because of her buffing his range. So he's even crazier now. He almost has 100 range, full AoE. You could literally solo. I could remove all my units that were getting rid of the leaks because he starts off at a very small AoE, and yes, he's expensive. It's 24,000 for this upgrade, 20,000 for this upgrade. So yes, he's very expensive, but that voice crack. But you can easily upgrade him within 15 waves. I mean, he's just insane. If Denji isn't the best unit in the game, then Alucard is, or vice versa. Yeah. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you guys like, give it a like. If you don't like, give it a dislike. Make sure you subscribe if you like this type of content. I probably upload once a month. Low-key. My upload schedule is all over the place. But yeah, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. I don't know when, but I will see y'all later.